Maybe one day those machines will be a little smaller. Looks like you're about to fly into a fighter jet. All right, we do have some rain around. Now, thankfully, the rain has not been anything very heavy. Only picked up 7/100ths of an inch at Kenner. And this is a band of rain that is now starting to move northward, but has been also moving to the east. We haven't really seen this band of rain sit over any one particular area. Already got the rainfall out of the way in the city, continuing to push toward New Orleans east and then down toward the coast, where the more moderate to heavy rainfall, but as I said, it is moving gradually to the east. On the North Shore, really have not seen much other than a few spotty light showers. Same in Mississippi. Now the models, this looks like it's going to be moving on, but models are indicating maybe some more development during the overnight hours as well as into the day tomorrow. But rain coverage is going to stay on the low side at around 40%. 70 was our high today, so it was definitely warmer, but it was also windy and humid. Now our morning lows were in the 40s across parts of the North Shore, but generally 50s and low 60s. So it was a milder day to start and a warmer afternoon. Right now, again, the rain has cleared the city, but mostly cloudy skies. 64 degrees our current temperature. Look at the wind, sustained at 20 miles an hour. Temperatures at the moment in the 60s, and we're not going to be cooling down much during the late evening and overnight. Winds are howling out of the south and southeast right now, or southeast, I should say, and that has also created a little bit of a coastal flood issue. Coastal flood advisories are up due to these strong winds, kind of pushing that water along all of our eastern facing shorelines. And this is a look at some of the wind gusts, the maximum wind gusts that we have seen on the South Shore. They had gusted up to 33 miles an hour out at Kenner. It's kind of stayed windy all day today because of this system that is approaching us from the west, but it has been weakening. Rain through Friday morning, or at least rainy through Friday morning. Our wettest day is going to be Thursday as a cold front moves through. Temperatures are going to stay warm, and then a front pushes in by early Friday and the winter chill returns. Here's why the system is weakening. The upper low, remember that system we were talking about yesterday that was parked over kind of the Austin to Houston area? That upper feature has quickly moved to the east of us, and it has left behind the little surface low, which is still spinning kind of over the Houston, Lake Charles area. Now the rainfall associated with it is what has been moving over us, but it's not nearly as substantial as what we saw to our west yesterday. So thankfully the rain that we've had here has not been anything very heavy at all. Now again, we're still tapping into that Gulf moisture, and perhaps with the instability, our rain chances remain around 40% during the overnight and maybe a few periods of some rain during the day tomorrow. Thursday is going to be our wettest day, and primarily with the front. That's when we could see a few isolated higher amounts of rainfall. It doesn't look like flooding is really much of an issue, but certainly a few more downpours. Then we get into the colder air overnight Thursday into early Friday. Notice the model still has kind of a cold rain. Now this model is trying to paint in, now we kind of lose the imagery here, was trying to paint in a little bit of a wintry mix across parts of southeast Louisiana. None of the other models are doing that. This is our model comparison of the Euro and GFS at 3 a.m. on Friday. At this point, the front will have already moved through, but both models indicating just a cold rain. This is kind of why. What you're looking at here is the freezing line, and it does not ever get to southeast Louisiana. Even as the front pushes on through, temperatures will only be in the 40s, 50s to 40s during the early morning hours of Friday. So that is just a cold rain, with the freezing temperatures remaining well to our north. The one issue that folks up to our north are going to have to deal with is snow across much of Texas and Arkansas. But not only that, and maybe even more dangerous, is the threat of ice accumulations that we could see even as far south as Jackson. That'll be something we have to watch for and kind of fine tune as we approach Friday morning. Next 2 days warmer. Wet day on Thursday, low end risk of some severe storms. Then we turn cold as we get into the weekend. Again, there will be that cold, rainy window here early Friday morning, and then temperatures staying on the cool side even as we get into early next week.